All right, welcome back to Radio Respawn, all my little chickadees, tired from the long days of flitting around on your tiny wings in the hot sunlight. You've come to rest in your little mama's nest. She's pecking those little pre-digested worms down into your little baby bird throat. Thank you, mama. Last of Us is out. We talking Last of Us. Everybody loves Last of Us except Ellen Page and Cameron Booth and probably Australia, and we'll find out why in today's episode of Radio.
Damn, today's episode of radio.
I don't know how you do that.
That was impressive, bro. Fuck it, he's so angry, man. Dude. Every time I flip, it's like I get scared. The adrenaline courses through my veins. Welcome to the show, you guys. We're gonna start down here. Introduce yourselves to our late night REM radio listeners. Probably truckers. We found a lot of truckers enjoy this show.
I love truckers, dude. They know about a lot lizards.
Whoa,
what up? It's your boy OG Constant. Hey, wait, the new programming guy on the sports channel. Did you hear that?
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know this.
New announcement, yeah. I just booked it right here on Radio Respawn. I'm going to take
breaking
over.
news. We're breaking news now.
I'm going to try to, right the ship.
Nice.
You're a programming guy now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a hybrid.
I don't know if we can trust him anymore.
That just means we infiltrated programming. That's all.
Oh, yeah? You're infiltrating?
Yeah.
All right. Jared?
I'm Jared Gertson from Zombie Studios.
Yes. Longtime Respawn pal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome back to LA.
Yeah.
And I'm APL. Sorry, were you going to say something?
I feel like he never leaves LA.
Oh, no, I know. I always ask him every time he's here if he
back.
has an apartment yet. So.
Yeah. So I need to get an apartment down here.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, go ahead.
Producer and host on Machinima Respawn.
The host. You're the host.
The host.
No longer co-host.
I didn't say co-host.
It should be noted, too.
It's good.
I'm going to be helping Respawn with programming. I'm here to help Ant, too.
Nice.
Really?
Oh, wow. So you
That
really are doing a little bit
That was
of
the
it all.
initial push for the change so that I can help Rogers, and I'm also going to practice on sports.
We actually have awesome guys in programming.
We
I don't
do.
know why we still
always-
hold on to
it's
this
just-
Jets versus
we like to talk
Sharks
shit.
thing. It's just too much fun. It's just fun to fight.
Yeah.
I need someone to fight.
Right.
All right, Last of Us, we're talking about Naughty Dog's magnum opus here.
Yeah.
And before we start, you've played a little bit.
I have. I'm about 6.5 hours in. You
console?
played it all?
I played a little bit at E3,
Nice.
and wow.
That's the extent of what I played. Have you gotten in there yet?
I've been trying to get as much as I can. It's just not as much
I
time.
can't. Yeah, I haven't played it too much. It looks dope. I have
It's
it at home.
fucking
I actually
really
took the
good.
plastic
Yeah.
off of it, so that's a good sign.
That's good.
So that
Yeah.
means it'll be played at some point. But you're enjoying it.
The first 6 hours have been really, really good. Yeah, I'm excited. I know it gets. I don't know any spoilers, but people tell me that I'm going to be probably crying towards the end. So.
Everyone dies. I'm just.
That's what I assume.
What? Did it.
Yeah.
It's the end of the world, so I'm assuming that's what's going to happen.
Everyone
but-
dies.
I have some friends who are not my
super
friends
good.
anymore after they said this. They said I should play it on easy. What are your thoughts on that?
Those little bitches.
That's what I
you
thought.
go,
All right,
Concept.
I'm going to play it on
But
hard
it's
like
if
every-
I'm playing it on normal.
If you're playing to do it quickly and you just want to know the story, then
Play it on
sure.
your-
But if you're going for the
And if you have a
hardcore,
yeah, if you have a dick.
yeah.
Or if you have like a real manly vagina.
Or a set of
I don't want to
balls.
leave the awesome ladies out.
That's true. The
Vaginas
steel
aren't
traps-
bad.
The steel traps.
As long as they're manly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, Ellen Page, the star of Last of Us.
Yeah.
Nope. That's what everyone was saying, and that's not the way it turns out. So apparently, what do we got here? This girl's name is Ashley Johnson, voiced and mocapped by Ashley Johnson, who must just be, I don't know, either she's loving life right now or she wants to commit suicide due to the similarities. But it's her, not Ellen Page, and Ellen Page actually piped up on a Reddit AMA about this, and it was like everyone was like, "Is she gonna be cool with it?" Or, and she said, and I quote, "I guess I should be flattered that they ripped off my likeness," she says, "but I'm actually acting in a video game called Beyond Two Souls, so it was not appreciated." Oh, probably not with maybe the growl, but yeah. So she's in another game. I guess I could see that. But
I mean, I just
it
want to
freaking
state.
looks like her.
I want to state for the record
Yeah,
that
but you could put any.
Yeah.
I mean,
totally.
White people all look the same.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
I mean,
He ain't lying.
point.
You know, that's why I have a beard, so I don't look like APL.
Oh yeah.
take this off, I look like you.
That's true. We all do
you
look
grow,
alike.
you grow
White
beard,
people
you
do
look
look
like
alike.
me. Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with.
No, white people
Yeah.
do look alike.
Young, I mean, that's the thing. Like, she looks. Yeah, they.
I
look
guess maybe
similar,
we
but
get
it's
close
not
enough
like,
in the uncanny valley that
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
But I tell you what, until this conversation, I never even once was like, yo,
that's Ellen
this is
Page.
Ellen Page. I never even, it didn't
Really?
cross my mind. No, I swear to God.
So white people do. All
No, yeah, white people do look alike,
Okay.
but I'm just saying, like, I never for once thought that was her.
I said it first, so you're not racist.
Thanks.
You're just saying what I said.
I will
Just
say,
backing
got
him,
lucky.
right.
Constant.
I will say,
I got my white card.
Yeah, I gave you a white card. I'm still working on my.
I was the opposite. I knew it was an Ellen Page, but I couldn't help but be saying to myself as I was playing the first couple hours, I was like,
What you do? Oh, so you
I
had it
already
right
knew
the whole time.
because I had been at E3. I saw Beyond Two Souls. I knew Ellen Page wasn't in The Last of Us, but it was so similar that was having that thought. But did it matter? Like I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Like I understand that if she doesn't look anything, I will say Ashley Johnson doesn't look anything like who they made.
I think what we
her
have
look like.
here, and this
Not
I
at
think
all.
may be
Which
the
is
motif. It may be the motif for today's episode
Yeah.
of radio. I think what we have here is there's a case of too many fucks being given. There's too many fucks being given here.
Oh, over this
And
issue, absolutely.
Somebody may have to pay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, with any successful game, if anything,
Is close.
Yeah, have you had people come after you for odds and ends?
I said successful game. So
Oh, come on.
Just a man
no,
with a
but
successful
like
game.
let's say we did some huge, like some game, just like a BioShock Infinite or something that Naughty Dog pulls out. It's gonna like if there's anything, people are gonna try to be like, that's me, and really, game devs, when they make a 3D model, they don't pull someone in. They use photos. So there could have been the 3D artist like, okay, here's a photo of this person, but here's all these other photos. You can probably put like 4 other
I like this
girls
nose.
next
I like
to it.
that chin.
Yeah, I mean that's
Totally.
you use from it. You got to reference something when you
I like
build
those
it.
perky little.
What do we think of Ellen Page in general,
Cheeks.
as far as general attractiveness? What is the thoughts on
Oh,
Ellen Page?
here we go.
She is adorable.
Yeah,
She is adorable.
If you like the 12-year-old girl looking thing,
It's
bro.
the protect her versus give it to her. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you feel like you would be.
You want to protect her
Yeah.
versus take her
giving-
back behind the shack.
See,
that would be
I go
protecting her
from.
from
It
me.
depends on the movie. Some movies I feel like I want to protect Ellen Page, and other movies I'm like I would fuck Ellen Page.
Right.
So
Yeah, come
I think
on,
it goes.
bro.
I think it can go both ways.
No.
Yeah.
She don't look like. I mean, no.
Come on, Constant. Don't lie to me.
You're a dirty, dirty person.
I
I'm
don't
just
see
being honest.
her and be like, I want to hit that.
I think Ellen Page could appreciate that.
She got a big
It's
forehead
it's
right here, though.
Natalie Portman in
When
The
did this?
Professional.
Yes.
When did this
Oh, whoa,
turn
whoa,
into
whoa.
hit it or
Yeah.
quit it? When did this?
Professional, yeah,
No, but that's the thing. Like
That's how you view Ellen Page?
No, I'm of the era that Natalie Portman
Right.
was super young in The Professional.
What?
You could never.
How do you
and I
get on
remember-
Natalie Portman?
And I remember dudes coming in like, I love Natalie Portman, and they're like, whoa, she's 7 or something, right?
right. Well, she's
there's,
pretty young in The
like that's what Ellen Page is kind of in.
But
that,
Ellen
like-
Page is like 27 or 28.
Yeah, but she looks 16, so you might just have something wrong with you.
No, I'm fine.
Speaking of people giving too many fucks, this is crazy. Artist Cameron Booth says he made the subway map that Last of Us was praised for by so many Bostonians who
Yep.
take the Boston subway. The MTA, is that what it is? The Boston T?
man.
There it is. So this is funny. It's like the little guy that gets fucking super white hot mad and then
yeah.
everything's fine. So this is in his words.
Yeah, read his full quote because I do
All
like
right.
it. Read the full quote.
This calls for Lil 160.
Yeah,
voice,
I
by the
think
way.
so.
Naughty Dog seems to have known that they couldn't use the official map without paying a hefty license fee, so it looks like they just went on the internet and found another one, because, images on the internet are free for anyone to use, right? Not.
Oh my god.
No, not,
What a
That is word
bitchy
for word.
quote.
that's not.
That was a perfect tone too.
That is word for word.
Wow.
I read that quote and I was like, even if it's true, I was like, fuck this
It goes
guy.
on. The
I don't
article,
care.
in his own words, Cameron Booth said he was fucking furious. It does say that. Before cooling off later today.
When,
All right,
when
no.
Sony called him and gave him a
I
bunch of
sort
money.
of get it. Like you see a thing that you made
Right, without credit. I understand. I get it.
But it's a fucking saga.
It's a subway map.
that you modified slightly off the original map. Cameron Booth, maybe you have the right to be peeved, but I don't think fucking furious. I don't know.
Again, too many fucks.
I only saw a bit of his map though. His original map. So I mean, I don't know. This sounds like Cameron Booth is giving too many fucks.
He is, though. I'm saying, to be fair, he's mad because he's realizing the payday. He thought he wasn't going to get his payday, right? I mean, if you saw something you worked on, it's in a game, and you're like, they're not going to give me a dime for this. Well, obviously,
Work
the
done.
updates
Now,
have come.
work done. We need finger quotes because how many YouTube videos do we see like the same voice? Be sure to like and favorite this. I spent 30 minutes editing it, and it's like, whoa, backbreaking.
30 minutes.
Bitch, now I'm getting pissed.
Wow. Now you're getting on your
Rate's
soapbox
going.
about that
God
whole. I kind of like
lazy ass kids.
I spent 30
Go outside and dig a ditch. You want to know what work is, right? Keep digging till lava bubbles up through the bottom of it, you little bitch. Update 3:55 p.m.
Yeah, here you go.
It appears someone from Sony has reached out to Cameron, and after a very constructive phone conversation, it seems as if the issue will be resolved to the satisfaction of everyone soon. So that
Somebody
was
gets a check.
as fast
He's
as a
getting a fucking
PayPal
check.
transfer can happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And Booth,
here's
who
50K.
rewrote his original post, says, I can say that they do acknowledge their error in using my map and were very apologetic for it. I likewise apologize for my initial vitriolic post.
Whoa.
A lot of
word,
mutual respect.
Cameron.
A lot of mutual respect for everyone.
All of a sudden,
Why do people-
mutual respect right after the check got cut?
Fuck
this?
Mutual respect coming in.
Vitriolic. Why do people?
Vitriolic.
Why use a big word? Just, motherfuckers, just say I'm sorry.
Because
I was an
now
idiot.
because after that initial
Yeah.
post is like, wow, a lot of people saw this. I better start using the big words. I have to use your voice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think anytime that he speaks,
Yeah, that's
You
what it
have
needs
to-
to sound like.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So-
Yeah.
So anyway, I think maybe too many fucks given.
Yeah.
Is this
Way
it's
too many
past?
fucks
I don't know.
Well-
I don't know if it's too many. I would be mad.
One too many. He said he was fucking furious.
Yeah.
I think
He'd have to handle it like that.
if he wrote a better mail initially, he wouldn't have been portrayed in that voice that we've been.
That's a good
Right.
point.
Yeah.
That's a good
He
point.
should just call somebody.
So call like Sony, Naughty Dog. Hey, this is my original image.
You clearly
guys
ripped it off.
used it. What's
What
up?
can we do? Yeah.
Where's the money?
And they've got enough money, spinning around that they can be like, dude, sorry. Here,
One fuck
let's-
too many. Given.
Okay, we'll give him one.
One fuck too many.
So
given.
1 year in jail if it was
1 year
court of
in
law.
prison is this.
yeah, you try to put them on.
1 year per fuck given.
Yeah.
Give him time for all that
gotta-
money to collect interest in the bank now, so he's fine.
Yeah, you should be slapped once too, bro, before you go to jail.
Oh
bro.
god. Oh, that's an interesting punishment. One slap per fuck given.
Yeah.
People who give too many fucks really don't like getting slapped.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Found. All right, and finally, Australia basically annihilates
Australia.
Saints Row 4. So they did they fail to rate it? I think is what Australia has an R18 plus rating, and they gave Saints Row RC, refused classification. It's like essentially an
unrated
unrated
movie.
film here in the States.
What
so.
was it from?
So
Is
this calls for an angry nerd
Yeah,
voice.
here we go.
Yeah.
All right,
Here we go.
Nice.
And this is from the Australian Classification Board. In the board's opinion, I can't do Australian and nerd. In the board's opinion, Saints Row 4. All right, I'm not going to do the accent. In the board's opinion, Saints Row 4 includes interactive visual depictions of implied sexual violence, which are not justified by context.
Oh my God.
In addition, the game includes elements of illicit or prescribed drug use related to incentives or rewards. Such depictions are prohibited by the computer game guidelines.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's what they said. So, visual depictions of implied sexual violence, which are not justified by context. The Australian Classification Board says you can put rape in your game if you
it's
justify
in
it by context.
Totally.
Fuck those people. They love rape.
Yeah.
The Australian Classification Board loves rape.
Yep.
That's the new headline for this story.
Broken here.
All right.
Rape with context.
Only-
RWC.
yeah. Gotta
That's
have
fine.
context.
We're cool with that.
Boy, I'm fucking out of breath watching Australia's classification board give so many fucks. How many people are on the board, and how many slaps does that equal?
Oh, that's a
I'm not good at
windmill slap.
multiplication. I'm going to say there's 20 people on the board. This is at least 150 fucks given.
Yeah.
3,000.
3,000
3,000 slaps. We're going to have to call in like a designated hitter.
Stand in a windmill.
So it goes on to say that Deep Silver, who's publishing the game, it's being devved by Volition. Deep Silver says that confirms that it was denied an age classification. Which, in case you guys are thinking like, oh, you just release it without that. A lot of the retailers don't put the game on the shelf if it doesn't have a rating. Just like here in the States, the movies are a good example. If a movie's unrated, the Edwards and the Lowe's and all that, the big cinema complexes don't show unrated movies. So you need a rating.
Yeah.
Which is also, don't fucking get me started about giving the fucks on. Fuck. And then they go on to say that Volition, the developer, is working on creating a clean version for Australia. Sucks to be a
Go
gamer in
Australia.
Australia. Sorry, dudes. If you guys are listening, if our AM radio waves are making it across the Pacific Pond, I apologize.
It's not bad enough that Australia already has every kind of animal in the world that can kill you, like in your backyard.
Now they
ban fun video games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always been, but Australia's always been way ahead of the curve on being conservative bullshit people. Like,
Which is,
I don't even understand.
Because Germany has a
many
hardcore version of that too.
Europe,
but,
yeah, in general.
but they still sell them. Actually, it's funny because when we did Fear, you could only get it in a porn shop. So we had like a box of Fear in the next to pornos, like surrounded by fucking German porns.
like shit, like
yeah. So it was
Just pictures of a turd on a sidewalk.
it was,
Ooh, I
it's
can't wait to
crazy.
see what happens in this film.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like in Germany, you can't show blood, and I get it because they might have done something kind of questionable a few years back, and they're still feeling really guilty about it. But what the fuck did the Australians do to make it so crazy?
I don't know if the Germans are, but the government still are. I don't think Australians think rape with context is okay. I think the Australians classification board. Do you like the
Let's hear it.
the people that rate the movies
Yes.
here in the States?
Oh, boy, here
It's
we
like
go.
families and shit.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
moms. That's rated R. That's rated R. She said fuck. That whore said fuck. Probably doesn't even believe in Jesus. Fucking Jesus Christ, I hate that shit.
Oh man.
Let's see. After many years of pressure, the article continues here, or my notes anyway. Australian government passed a law that allowed games intended for those over the age of 15, and that sort of kicked into effect this year. So thank goodness for that.
Oh,
Thanks, Australia.
God.
way to go, mate.
This just made me even more glad I don't live in Australia.
The board has noted that it's
Right now, at
already classified 17 games under the R18 plus rating, which include Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, and Dead Island Riptide. Oh, that's Deep Silver getting stung more than once in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet they've got each other on speed dial. Yeah. Let's talk Garrettson. You have a couple projects. Is there anything that's not super secret going on right now that you can lay on us?
E3 was pretty amazing for us. We were,
You were hustling.
holy crap, man.
Yeah.
Daylight and Blacklight. We're going to go dark on Daylight for a while because that's not going to come out until next year sometime.
Okay.
And it's getting, originally it was supposed to just be literally an indie game, just here's Daylight and we're going to do episodes. So now we're going to do just the entire game all at once at the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's going to be, it's
So
pretty...
it's a full time. This is full blown. Okay.
It'll be a full blown. It won't be like right now. We're not talking about on disc. We still want to do digital. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
Right.
With it. But yeah, that's really awesome. And then I wasn't expecting to see as many dev kits running Blacklight on the floor of E3. I'll tell you that much.
Dude, I didn't even know
was
that you guys
stoked.
were going to have it running at all.
Yeah.
I went over there. You had a whole row in the Sony booth.
Yeah.
A whole,
It was all-
it's
pretty awesome,
Fucking
yeah.
hard when I saw it. I'm like, yes, I can finally play this shit
Yeah.
now, and I got to build a PC.
Yeah, I'm really stoked. And they didn't even tell us. We found out when they announced it that they're doing the PlayStation Plus thing, which is like XBLA, which makes sense, but they're doing all this giveaway content with it. But Blacklight's going to be in front of that. So even if you're not doing their PlayStation Plus, you're going to be able to play Blacklight for free. And it's
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's
Dude, that's
it's
cool,
amazing.
dude.
Like
That's a sweet deal for you
just
guys.
the idea of that's just insanely.
I played it. I used that as my sort of test because I went over and I wanted to play with both controllers. I still haven't touched an Xbox
Me
One
either,
controller.
It
The
feels,
lines were
it
like
feels a lot of the same.
packed.
It's. I mean, the Xbox 360. I always have to when I think of one, I think of the
Because I always called
Yeah.
the first one the Xbox.
yeah,
first
right.
one, yeah.
I mean, that's what you would call it.
Right,
But they dialed in the 360 controller so well that they really couldn't do that much more to it.
Right.
I mean, they moved some of the stuff around, like the back feels a lot better because the battery's not there. So they took what was already good and they made it better. But the PlayStation 3 controller was dog shit.
Booty.
I mean, that was the worst controller I think ever
agree.
made.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I mean, developing on it was like I had rubber bands wrapped around the thumbsticks to make it so it wasn't so loose.
Right.
And as soon as we before
I
we
wish I'd thought of that.
it makes sense because it bumps to
Stiffer,
the
yeah,
edges.
yeah.
Yeah, but like
love
as soon as we started talking to Sony about it, it was when we were kind of deciding whether or not we were going to run with it. I got to touch the controllers like this thing is amazing. So
So that was my thoughts too. I was not a fan of the. I liked the DualShock vibe when I was playing Metal Gear 1.
Yeah.
But after that, I wanted it to evolve, and it
Yeah.
hasn't really. So when I picked up the PS4 controller, I was like, "This is the jam. It feels so good." Thumbsticks,
Yep.
thumbsticks no longer convex.
Yeah.
The triggers no longer slope, so your fingers come off the bottom of them. It was just
and that
super
touchxscreen's
slick.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
that touchscreen is. We had like when we did Tango Down, where it was a PC to PlayStation and Xbox, we had to dumb down the controls a lot, and so with Retribution being on the PC for so long, we have so many buttons and there's so much going on with it. If we were to put it on an old school PlayStation controller, we would have been completely screwed. But because of that touchscreen, we're able to like make gestures and all sorts of great stuff with it.
That's so cool.
It's
So
really, really cool.
I heard rumors that now that I level capped in Blacklight, that you're gonna fuck me out of my King of the Mountain status.
Yeah.
So our Blacklight PC. You must have been drunk because you sent me a really cryptic text like it had been punched in with your forehead.
I must have been actually.
It was like it just read like "fuck you, level 50." My interpretation of it was that you're jacking the level cap out from
Absolutely.
it was so long. It's so long to get up there.
But the best part is I'm taking your clan tag and I'm making that the actual the prize for hitting level 50.
Oh,
getting-
the Z's, the
Yeah.
sleepy time?
Yeah, so
ZZ. My clan tag on Blacklight and everything I play is ZZZZ, like capital Z, lowercase z, and it's like sleepy time. And here's why. Here's the brilliance. Let me lay this on you, radio listeners. If you're kicking ass, people look at it and it symbolizes boredom at how bad they suck and how easy it was for you to win. And if you're losing, it means you're tired.
You don't give
and
a
that's why
shit.
you're losing.
Yep.
I don't give a shit. I'm sleepy.
No fucks
Fuck it,
given.
bitches.
no fucks. I give no fucks.
Zero fucks given by this guy. God, I fucking love it. All right, so that's the PC guys. I assume that all this stuff is baked into PS4 version when they're getting the whole shebang.
We're gonna the PC and the console players as much as we play on multiple deals. I think that the console players, like there's guys that haven't even heard of Blacklight.
Right,
yet.
right.
I mean, there are people that were walking by going like, "What's this?" I had one guy actually think that it was Titanfall, and then he looked up.
Jeez, I wonder why.
Well, zero fucks given on this side.
Oh, okay.
It looks like
That's
amazing.
good.
Everyone can steal HRV. Zero fucks given. I'm not getting slapped once on that shit. But a lot of people coming by and like, what is this? And then hearing that it's free to play, seeing the game and having fun with it. That's our main goal. But really, this next year, it's we've put a shitload of guns in already for the past year. We're going to do a lot more maps, but we also partnered with NLG and ESL. So when it comes out, we're going to be doing a lot of focus with MLG for
That's awesome.
getting all those guys.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's going to constantly be evolving, and the PCs like we could have just said like, focus on the PlayStation only, but we're still putting out content for Blacklight over the next few months too. So lots of new maps.
My insanity on free to play has evolved too within the last few weeks through E3. But I'm gonna have to share that on another show, on another radio show, because it looks like we're out of
Full
time.
of information today.
I know,
I like it.
I know, and rage, full of rage,
a lot of anger.
I'm gonna go walk out of here and
but-
just punch the receptionist.
Zero fucks though. Somehow.
Somehow zero fucks still be given, even through my red
your
hazy,
anger.
like hazy rage.
Yeah.
All right, Garrettson, thanks for coming by.
Yep.
I think that's all the time.
Time we got on Radio Respawn, little chickadees. You can stop squawking at your mama. She's got no worms for you, you little bitch. Shut the fuck up, close your eyes, and go to sleep. It's a whole new day tomorrow. You can flit around, peck at stupid shit like dumb birds do, bump against the windows, whatever it is you little motherfuckers do all day. And we'll see you again next week. Woo!
Holy shit.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim of these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
Some more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called